In this video, I'm going to teach you how to turn a photo like this and transform it into this for your YouTube thumbnails. Keep watching. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Filipino Freelancer, ang paborito niyong YouTube show tungkol sa freelancing, video editing, and video strategy. Sa video na ito, i-share ko sa inyo kung paano ko ginagawa yung YouTube thumbnails ko for my YouTube videos. YouTube thumbnails are an important part of video strategy kasi yung thumbnail, along with the title, is the front page of your YouTube videos. These are the two components that will compel your target audience to click and watch your video. For me personally, once I come up with an optimized title for my videos, ini-imagine ko na kaagad kung ano yung itsura ng thumbnail. And sometimes I spend 20 to 30 minutes, maybe even longer, just to create this thumbnail. Isipin nyo lang yung thumbnail is yung poster for your video. Just like movies, if napansin nyo sa Netflix, di ba ang pinapakita sa atin is yung thumbnails or yung posters ng movies. If wala tayong idea kung ano yung movie, yung makikita lang natin is yung poster or yung thumbnail. And so yung thumbnail has to be compelling enough for the viewer to want to click. And in this video, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano ko ginagawa yung thumbnails ko using a software called Canva. So let's jump in sa computer and I'll show you how to do it. So andito na tayo sa Canva where I create my YouTube thumbnails. It's actually very simple and you can follow along if you want to. So punta tayo sa create a design and let's type in YouTube thumbnail. So I usually start with a background and lately ang ginagamit ko is yung gradients kasi feeling ko mas compelling siya rather than just a plain solid color. So itong blue maganda siya kasi there's a point that goes from light to dark. So maganda yung contrast niya. So let's choose that. Next is I choose a photo. So for example, ito. This is a photo of me, and pro tip when creating a thumbnail is mag-pose kayo during the video or take a photo after. It's much better than just taking a screenshot from the actual video itself. This way kasi intentional yung photo natin. So in this example, yung title ng video ko is Why You Should Start a YouTube Channel for Your Business in 2020. And yung idea ko is to put a YouTube play button dito sa kamay ko. So that's why nag-pose ako beforehand. Inisip ko siya beforehand along with the video title. That way, pwede ko siyang i-manipulate after sa YouTube thumbnails. So once I have my photo here, I then remove the background. Now, itong background remover is a Canva Pro feature. And I highly recommend it kasi before ko ginagawa itong thumbnails ko using Canva, I used to do it through Adobe Photoshop. Now, maganda yung Adobe Photoshop kasi madami kang pwede gawin and you have a lot of control over the images. But I found na this is much faster kasi ang mainly ginagawa ko naman sa Photoshop is to remove yung background ko. And since Canva added this feature, super bilis lang niya. So let me show you. So I click on my image, I go to effects and click on background remover and just wait for Canva to do its magic. Boom! So far sa experience ko, yung background remover is almost 100% all the time. Nalilito lang si Canva pag merong mga designs sa likod ng background mo. So make sure that you are taking your photo or your screenshot in a blank background to make it easier for Canva. So as you can see here, super bilis lang niya, super linis ng cut niya, tanggal yung background, even yung edges ng kamay ko are clean. So if you're looking for a faster way to remove a background, Canva Pro is the way to go. So ano yung photo ko, I just position it to where I want it. And then I add yung YouTube play button, which is elements. I just type on YouTube and I choose an element. This is another great feature ng Canva kasi andyan na lahat yung meron kang elements, meron kang photos, meron kang videos, backgrounds, so all in one na siya. I just position it however I want. And looks good. And the next is I add a text. So I plan to put YouTube in 2020. So keep in mind that the thumbnail goes hand in hand with the title. So you don't have to necessarily repeat what the title is saying. It just has to complement the title. So in this case, yung title ng video ko is Why You Should Start a YouTube Channel for Your Business in 2020. Ang lalagay ko lang sa thumbnail ko is YouTube in 2020. So I just change my font into something that I like. And take note, you can upload personal fonts. If meron kang font na gusto and wala sa Canva, you can do so. Just make it big here. And then I position it sa likod, backward all the way to the back. Now yung thought ko dito is the viewer doesn't actually need to read the whole word kasi ito palang alam mo na it's YouTube. And with the play button, parang suggested na siya that this is YouTube. You don't have to be able to read the word. So subconsciously, alam na ng viewer na this is YouTube. Kaya for effect, andyan siya sa likod. And then I just copy yung text and type in 2020. Put it here, i-match ko lang siya. One thing we can do is pwede natin i-break up yung 20 and ilagay natin siya sa likod, similar to yung ginawa natin sa YouTube. So I just copy it, align it here, and then position it to the back. Ayan. So as you can see, hindi kita yung 20 but it's implied and the viewer can kumbaga fill in the blanks. And then almost done na ito. One last thing I would do is adjust itong image ko and I decrease the saturation, increase the contrast a little bit. And the purpose nito is I want to separate myself from the background. So yung background ko is very light blue gradient and yung text ko is white. With the YouTube play button, I want to distinguish my image from the background. And that's it. That's how you create a YouTube thumbnail in Canva. Here's another example of a YouTube thumbnail na ginawa ko for one of my videos. And the title of the video is Where to Get Clients for Video Editing. And so, i-recreate natin siya. So I go to background and yung gradient na, yung background na ginamit ko is a texture wall. So like I said before, mas maganda if hindi siya solid color lang. Mas maganda if meron siyang gradient or meron siyang texture. Next is yung photo ko. Again, this is an intentional photo. Sinadya ko yung pose na yan. And once I have it positioned, tanggalin ko lang yung background. And as you can see, plain background yung pinag-shootan ko. That way, hindi mahirapan si Canva. And boom. Just need to add a text. So again, yung text is just to complement the title. So here I choose my font. Baba ko lang yung galing clients. Line it up to the left. And I also adjust yung line height para mas malapit siya. Make it bigger. Yan, almost touching my shoulder. There's an element of combination with the text and myself. Pwede ko nga ito ilagay sa back, as you can see. And then I add a smaller for video editing. And I make this gray. Change the font. Then I just adjust yung face ko. No saturation, increase the contrast, increase the brightness a little bit. And boom. Just a little bit. Ayan. That's another YouTube thumbnail. As you can see, super bilis lang niya gawin through Canva, and I highly recommend that software kasi it makes it so easy for us content creators to make thumbnails, and not just thumbnails but all other types of designs as well. If gusto nyo manood ng more videos about video strategy on YouTube, check the video on the screen right now to learn more. I wish you all the success on YouTube, and I'm excited for your journey.